one, first half, we're gonna talk Elf first because E comes before H.
Yeah. So if you were to
Elf.
sort them alphabetically.
Well, if you would have asked me 20 years ago, it would have been Jingle All the Way, but it's definitely not anymore.
Doesn't hold up.
But Elf does. We haven't watched it again this year.
Yeah.
But man, boy, let me tell you what. It's a very good movie.
Well, that was what, 2003?
3, yeah. It's been 20 years.
20 years. Honestly, I feel like that was the first breakout Will Ferrell movie. Because sure, he had Old School in 2001, but I feel like 2003 is like the movie that put Will Ferrell on the map as a movie star, right? Mm-hmm. Well, and also Jon Favreau directed that.
He did.
Which is weird because, I mean, up until that point, he had been an actor too. Almost strictly an actor.
Yeah, he's the doctor in the movie too.
Yeah. So,
have you seen Chef?
I haven't seen Chef.
I haven't either.
Okay. So, but we've seen Iron Man. We saw Iron Man 2. But that's not what we're talking about. So, David, talk to the good passengers at home or on the road. What you remember about watching Elf for the first time? Was it at home or did you see it in theaters?
Hell no, that was a home thing. It was a DVD coming soon to own on DVD.
Wow.
You know, one of those.
Yeah.
I had it it was in the white case because it was a Christmas movie. And then I remember just wanting to slap Zoe Deschanel's titties around. You know.
Okay. Well. We're sorry, Zoe.
Hey, man. As a kid,
we were 8 years old.
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
That was one of my early crushes.
Yeah, we didn't know what to do with all of that.
What's your name
in the movie?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna look it up.
But yeah, you got Papa Elf.
Papa Elf.
He's still alive, which is crazy.
Papa Elf?
Yeah. Bobby. What's his name? Bobby Newhart. He's like 94 years old.
Oh, he was also. I feel like Bob Newhart was he was an old TV guy.
Probably. I mean, he's been around for almost a goddamn century.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
So, he was born in Oak Park, Illinois.
He was.
Yeah, that's cool.
Not too far from here.
Yeah. So, Elf was a huge staple in, I think, both of our senses of humor. Because Will Ferrell was he was so good. He's still so good, but he was so good in that movie.
He was. He plays a human who was adopted by elves. And he thinks he's one.
Yeah.
But he is not because he's a very large man. And he goes to New York trying to find his biological father.
Yeah.
Who's played by
the guy from no, is the mom the one from Step Brothers?
Yes.
Yeah, because
Haley Mary
Steinberg.
Right.
Oh, is it Ed Asner? No, this is not Ed Asner. Anyway, so continue.
Yeah, it's just a really funny movie. We gotta go through fast because I'm talking 2 movies today because I can't decide. Really good. The scene where he's walking in New York and what song is that? Sleigh Ride. Sleigh Ride starts playing and he's walking to the mall and then he gets hit by a taxi. Always made me laugh.
Yeah, the raccoon bit was good.
Yeah.
I mean, that whole, like, getting to New York, eating all of the gum from underneath the benches and, like, the revolving door, and him throwing up.
World's best cup of coffee. You got the elevator where he does the splits on.
Yeah, it's just such an impressive display of Will Ferrell's physical comedy and
the store manager. The hey, there's no singing at North Pole.
Yes, there is. Dude. Yeah,
that dude was really funny. Always loved the way he decorates like the thing, and he builds like the Empire State Building out of Legos, and like the Mona Lisa is painted in the whatever it is, Etch-a-Sketch or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's really cool set designs. It's really funny. And,
I will say
it's a great way to stay in shape.
What was that? What was that? It's a great way to stay in shape. What the hell?
Rain feels cold, good on my back. It's refreshing, and it's a great way to stay in shape.
What is
It's
that?
Family Guy. Anything random is always Family Guy.
Yeah. I will say the last third of Elf is always so forgettable. I don't, because I know, I guess there are some elves that come back to try to.
No.
Bring
So
him?
Santa, like, people stop believing Santa, so he's like flying, and then he crashes in the park, and then like the forest rangers show up, and it's like, oh, we gotta. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's the part that I never remember that part of the
And
movie.
then they sing.
Yeah.
Santa Claus is coming to town, and he flies, and he's like, bye. And then
Yeah. No, whenever I think about Elf, it's always, and whenever I think people talk about Elf, it's always the first part of the movie and the middle part of the movie. And then at some point, Jon Favreau was like, shit, well, we got to wrap this up. We got to find a way to write the ending.
Also, his spaghetti creation, always wanted to try that too.
Yeah, I saw someone on TikTok, because everyone is, everyone does the recipes from movies and shows, and someone tried Buddy's, spaghetti, like, dessert, Sunday or whatever. Apparently it's really bad. It's really bad, which is like not even a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
But you know what's fucked about that? Whenever I remember watching an interview, I think it was with Bryan Cranston, or someone was doing an interview, and they were talking about eating whenever they have to do scenes in a show or a movie where they're eating something, and because you're doing take after take after take, that you're never supposed to eat more than like a nibble or a bite, or you just straight up don't actually eat it, And that's why whenever you watch a movie and you see a character like take the smallest bite out of like a croissant, it's like, what are they doing? It's because that's probably like the 7th take of that scene. But when Will Ferrell shot that scene with the spaghetti, I can only imagine that was the first take, because like, how are you going to make another plate of that?
Yeah.
You know? And he stuffed his face with a single handful, like maybe a double handful, maybe even it's a double handful of spaghetti. So it's honestly, it's a great movie on its own, but specifically for Christmas movies. I mean, people dress up as Buddy the Elf. They, even outside the Christmas season, will answer the phone and they'll be like, Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color? And it's made a huge mark on pop culture as a whole. And like I said, it kind of propelled Will Ferrell into movies, and he had been funny on SNL for years before that.